Welch College. These two teams have met twice throughout the regular season, both home and away, and Welch has won both games. First game was a close game, 69-66. They defeated Campbellsville University Harrodsburg women back in January, and then they had a return trip here about 3 weeks ago where Welch won 94-61. It was actually a close game halfway through the first half, as it was 20-16 at the end of the first quarter, and midway through the second quarter, it was still just an 8-point ball game until they got a couple baskets late, had a 44-33 halftime lead, and then really expanded it out in the third quarter, going up 76-42 at the end of the third quarter due to some turnovers and different things. In that ball game, Welch College shot 55% overall from the field. They were 11 of 24 from three-point range and 19 of 22 at the foul line. Just tremendous free throw shooting. 86% for the night in the victory. CU Harrodsburg struggled from the field as they only shot 36% compared to the 55 for Welch. And then they were 3 of 17 from three-point range and 10 of 19 at the free throw line. So tough shooting night for the Lady Pioneers as they were involved in being able to not able to get back in the game because of the shooting. CU Harrodsburg had 18 turnovers compared to just 10 for Welch College for that game. We'll get ready to tip it off here as you're listening to Campbellsville University Harrodsburg basketball on the Hometown Radio Network. First game here today as the women from the Lady Pioneers will take on Welch College. Gary True here bringing you the action on the radio, and Mr. Corey Rainey and Hyped Up TV streaming live as they will be broadcasting all three games on Hyped Up TV as well throughout the day and tomorrow as well. So a lot of basketball going on around in the area, and we're getting it started here early today. Then tonight you can also listen on WHBN and hear the finals of the 46th District basketball tournament for the men's tournament. That'll be tonight at at Mercer County. As getting ready for our starting lineups here today, as they are brought to you by Campbellsville University Athletics. And let's take a break, sit back to the studio in 1 minute.
Our most Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity.
Singing of our national anthem by Campbellsville Harrodsburg women's soccer player Lily Hamilton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky
Mary Lynn Weedy. Starting guard number 10, Faith Johnstone. Starting guard number 21, Jacob Scott. And starting guard number 24, Lindsay Wright.
Brought to you by Campbellsville University Athletics. Appreciate the folks sponsoring starting lineups reaching all the wagons. Starting lineups for Welch College this afternoon will be a junior number 1, Caroline Wheaton, a junior 00, Carolyn Watts, a junior number 10, Faith Johnstone, a sophomore number 24, Lindsay Wright, and rounding out the starting lineup is junior number 21, Jalea Scott. And for CU Harrodsburg starting lineups to be a senior number 4, Zariah Kavanaugh, a senior number 30, Haley Hood, sophomore number 5, Antasia Davis, sophomore number 23, Lyric Lawrence, and a sophomore number 11, Nay Neal. Or excuse me, number 0, Tanaya Weathers is the starter there. As CU Harrodsburg today, it will be home team on the scoreboard. They are in the black uniforms, white numbers for the Lady Pioneers. And Welch College Flames are in the home white uniforms with navy blue numbers. CU Harrodsburg gets the tip and we're underway. Welch opens up man-to-man defensively. Hood launches a long 3 from way out. No good. Rebounded by Whiting. Whiting gives it off to Watts out front. Now around to Johnstone on the left wing. Gives it to Whiting on the cut. Down low. Her shot is blocked by Lawrence and recovered by CU Harrodsburg in the front court. Weathers almost lost it, but Kavanaugh is there to save it. Kavanaugh out front goes to Weathers, left wing. Back to Zariah. Zariah dribbles down, pulls up for a little jump shot. Too strong. Foul hard and got her own rebound. Keeps it. Tries to get into the lane and she goes up for the shot. But it was tied up. Jump ball. And it is over to Welch College on the possession arrow. It's just underway as Welch has their second possession here in the afternoon. Johnstone with it out front, gives off to Whiting. Whiting dribbles in, cut off at the elbow. Cross court pass back over to Johnstone, and Watch will reset out front. Pass down low now to Johnstone, spins against Hood, goes to her left-hand side, shot up no good. Rebounded from the backside, and it is no good, but come down to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh cross court to Hood. Pump fake. Drives, cut off. Tries to get it to Weathers. Pass inside is stolen away. And Watts trying to save it as it is thrown up the court. And she's unable to do so. It'll go out of bounds. First turnover for Welch College. Just underway here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 8:20 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. Weathers dribbling out front as Welch goes into a, started off as a zone, now switched man-to-man. Lawrence pull-up jump shot from the free throw line area is good, and Lyric Lawrence gets the first 2 on the boards, puts the Lady Pioneers up 2-0. Watts over to Scott out front the arc. Scott dumps it down low to Johnstone, goes to her right-hand side, shot up no good. Ball tapped around, and it'll go out of bounds over to the Lady Pioneers. Weathers will bring it up as she's back into action after missing several games due to an injury. Dribbling out front, off to Davis on the right wing. Down right side to Kavanaugh, down in the corner. Back out front, Davis. Passing around outside the perimeter now. Kavanaugh comes and gets it deep in the left corner. Launches a 3 that's good. Kavanaugh. 5-0 Lady Pioneers. Quick pass down low. Kavanaugh in the passing lane gets the steal. Trying to run the floor down the center. Crosses over to Lawrence. Lawrence pulls up for a jump shot. Got it. Second basket of the game for Lawrence. And give the assist to Kavanaugh, and it's a 7-0 run for the Lady Pioneers to open the game. Johnstone has it on the elbow, gives off to Whiting. He launches a long three, no good. Rebound kicks way out to Scott outside the arc. As kicks it over to Johnstone. Now Whiting. Whiting had 36 in the last game here. Watts has it right wing, dumps it down low to Johnstone. Goes up for a shot, no good. Rebounded on the backside, put up no good. And out of bounds. And there's going to be a shot clock violation. As Danny Dawson gets her first appearance in the game for Welch College. And Jada Bell coming in for Lady Pioneers. 6:27 to go here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 7-0. Lady Pioneers on top here so far. Weathers will bring it into front court. Bounces to Hood on the right wing. Looking for the screen. Tries to throw down low. The pick and roll to Kavanaugh, and it's out of bounds for turnover. Third one here of the opening start of the first quarter. Watts dribbles into front court. Guarded outside by Weathers. Kicks around to Scott way outside. Whiting with it off the left wing. Looking for an opening. Has to go back out to Scott. Kicks to Whiting. Pump fake. Drives into the lane. Gets all the way down. And her shot is no good, but she draws a foul. Foul's going to go on Lawrence, her first. And Whiting will go to the free throw line for 2. As I mentioned, she had 36 here in the previous game, led all scorers. First free throw in and out, no good. Whiting's second opportunity, gets a friendly roll and gets the first point on the board for the Welch College Lady Flames. 7-1, Pioneers on top. Welch is staying back, not wanting to put any pressure out front right yet, as they're only dressing six ladies here today. Weathers drives in, pull up jump shot, a little too strong, no good. Whiting claims the rebound. Running the floor, and Bell is able to get her hands in there and knock it out of bounds. Coming back in for Lady Flames is number 24, Wright, as she will come back in to replace Scott. Watts kicks it to the corner, long three, off, no good. Kavanaugh gets the rebound, kicks ahead to Bell. Lady Pioneers on the run. Bell, little floater, comes up short, and rebounded by Wright. Whiting three off the side, good. It's her first basket of the game, and Carolyn Whiting cuts the lead to 7-4. As we go underneath 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Weathers dribbling out front, pulls up for a jump shot, no good, and rebounded by Watts. Pass down the floor, tip of Kavanaugh, and then touched by Whiting. It goes off her hands, out of bounds. In the game for Lady Pioneers, first time is number 11, Nay Neal, and back into the game, Antasia Davis. Lady Pioneers leading 7-4 here, first quarter. Weathers with it out front, gives off to Davis. Back around, now Neal. Passing outside the arc, way out front. Hood has it. Goes to Bell, top of the key. Going to launch a long three. In and out, no good. Davis with a good rebound. Shot is blocked. And Neal stays with it. She comes up with it. Gives it off to Hood. Hood spins in the lane. Kicks to Weathers down in the right corner. Weathers gives off to Davis. Davis tries to split two defenders. Kicks it out to Hood. Her long three, no good. And it will go out of bounds over to Welch. .357 to play opening quarter, as Watts will bring it into front court here. Pioneers 7, Welch College 4. Dawson gives off to Watts, drives the baseline, cut off by Hood. Cross court pass is too high for Scott, and out of bounds, and another turnover for Welch. Lady Pioneers playing pretty good defense in the half court. Turnovers so far as Davis kicks over to Tania Weather. Left wing, bounces back outside. Hood has it, and I think there was a shot clock issue there that they had to stop play for, so back good to go now. 3:31 to play. Pioneers will have 18 on the shot clock. Hood kicks it to Jada Bell. Right corner three, no good. Rebounded by Dawson. In the front court, Whiting with it. Kicks over to Watts. His pops out way high. Gives it to Johnstone. Left elbow, drives, and good move there. She got down low and scored easily on the right-hand side. Cuts the lead to 7-6 with 3:06 to go. 30-second timeout here on the Hometown Radio Network, as we'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on your Hometown Radio Network.
Timeout call by the Pioneers. It's a 30-second timeout. Campbellsville University Harrodsburg would like to extend our deepest appreciation to our amazing sponsors for their generous support. Special thank you to Whitaker Bank, Unique Danville Office Equipment, Divine Creations, H&W Dukes, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Hyped Up TV for streaming all of our games, and Hometown Radio for commentating play-by-play for all of our games.
All right, welcome back. A good start for the Lady Pioneers. They got out to a 7-0 start as Welch has fought back with a 6-0 run of their own. They cut the lead to 1. 3 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Pass out front, almost stolen, but Bell runs it down. Gets back to Davis. Left side now out to Neal. Neal puts down a dribble, pulls up from a jump shot. That's off, no good. Lawrence gets the rebound. She's going to kick it out to Kavanaugh. Drives the lane, gives off to Lawrence. Her shot up, no good. A little too strong. As Welch gets it back. 2:30 to go. Trailing by 1. Walks outside. Goes around the screen. Thought about the shot. Has to cut it off and gives off to Wright. Wright penetrates, drives down the lane. Her shot comes off too long, but it goes right over to Dawson, who puts it up and in.
Basketball Dawson.
As Welch takes their first lead of the game, 8-7. Davis kicks over to Jada Bell. Jada Bell kicks back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh looking for the opening of the shot, gets in the lane, kicks it over to Neal for a long three, no good, and rebounded by Watts. As Wright on the drive, has it tapped away, and it goes off of her leg out of bounds for a turnover.
For the Pioneers, number 30, Haley Hood.
As Haley Hood returns for CU Harrodsburg to replace Neal. Davis with it out front. Drives. Cut off. Has to kick way back outside to Kavanaugh. 1:25 to go. Kavanaugh three from out front. Got it. Good shot there. She's hit 2 threes here in the opening quarter. 10-8. Lady Pioneers on top. Dawson with it out front, top of the key. Gives around to Johnstone. Now Whiting has it. Picked up by Kavanaugh. Looking for an opening. Picks up a dribble. Gives off to Scott. Scott into the corner. Dawson drives the lane. And it's tapped from behind by Hood. And it's all right. Kavanaugh comes up with it. Kavanaugh gives off to Bell. Bell passes over to Lawrence, who puts it up and in.
Lawrence, give the assist to Bell.
Assist to Jada Bell. And a 5-0 run for the Lady Pioneers. It puts the lead up to 4 with 35 seconds. Haley Hood playing defense out front as they run a backdoor cut. Johnstone spins, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Kavanaugh. 23 seconds left as Lady Pioneers look to want to hold for the last shot here. Kavanaugh dribbling out by herself at the circle. Down to 10 seconds. Looking to go around the screen. It's in the lane, spins, tries to kick it outside. It's stolen by Whiting. 3 seconds. Whiting for a long three. Got it. And turnover there was costly as Whiting drove the floor and hit the long three-point basket. That'll bring it into our first quarter of play here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. First game in the NCCAA Mideast Regional. Lady Pioneers on top here at the end of one. 12-11. Back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network. All right, welcome back as we'll come back to get ready to go here. Second quarter. As Lady Pioneers had 2 3-pointers, as well as did Welch College there in the first quarter of play. It'll be Lady Pioneer basketball here to start the second quarter, leading 12-11 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. They're 5 of 17 overall in the first quarter. 2 of 6 from three-point range. Did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter. And Welch College was 4 of 12 from the field. 2 of 3 from three-point range. And 1 of 2 at the foul line. As Haley Hood, Tay Davis, Rod Kavanaugh, Lyric Lawrence, and Jada Bell open the second quarter here for the Lady Pioneers. Lawrence has it left wing, dribbles around the screen, pulls up for a jumper at the free throw line. It's good. And Lawrence now with 8 points for the Lady Pioneers to lead them here in the first quarter. Or excuse me, starting the second quarter. 14-11 is the Pioneer lead. Whiting around the screen, cut off, gives it back to Johnstone. Johnstone drives the baseline, kicks to the far left corner, pass deflected. Watts comes down with it. She gives off to Dawson for a three from the outside. That's good. Danny Dawson answers back and ties the game at 14. Hood dribbling across half court. 1 minute into the second quarter. Gives off to Davis out front. Davis gives back to Lawrence. Now around to Bell. Bell outside. Circles back to the top of the key. Davis has it. Looks to drive. Gets in the lane. Shot up. No good, but draws the foul. Foul on Welch is going to go on Danny Dawson. That's going to be her first. That's only the second foul called here in the ballgame, and it's probably a good thing because Welch with only 6 available players here this afternoon, and CU Harrodsburg has 7 available. As Weathers will come back in to replace Bell. Tay Davis at the line for 2 free throws. First one is off, no good.
Davis at the line, 1 free throw remaining.
Second free throw opportunity for Davis. Got that one to go. 1 of 2 at the line. Puts the Lady Pioneers back on top, 15-14. 8:45 to play first half. Carolyn Watts with it out front, around the screen. Drives down, gets around, and puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis in the front court. She'll hand off to Hood. Hood's going to launch a long one from way out front, just a little short. Might have been about a step out past where she wanted. Rebound down to Whiting as Welch has it. Try to give it back, a give and go. And the pass is deflected. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Welch College. Lawrence was able to get in the passing lane there. Watts to inbounds. Kicks it into Johnstone. Left wing. Back outside to Scott. Now Whiting launches the long three. In and out. No good. Loose ball rebound. Come down to Watts. She puts up a shot and fouled. Two Lady Pioneers collided there on the rebound and was able to, not able to corral it. So it came down to Watts, who drew the foul. Carolyn Watts makes the first free throw. That's her first point of the game. She had 15 in the previous matchup here. As she gets them both to go. Puts Welch College back on top by 1, 16-15. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Weathers with it out front. Kicks over to Davis. Davis trying to drive on the left side. Gets down low and loses her balance and called for a travel. Welch gets it back. 1 point lead in their favor. Watts into front court. Kicks over to Johnstone, and they just left her. Dribbles in, puts up a shot, no good. And Kavanaugh comes down with it. Kavanaugh keeps it to herself into front court. Kicks over to Weathers. Pull-up jump shot from out front, off, no good. And rebounded by Johnstone as she brings it into front court. Watts down low. Kicks back out and gives down to Johnstone. Spins in the lane. Little running hook shot. Good off the right side. Faith Johnstone with her second basket. Puts Welch up 18-15. Kavanaugh with it, top of the key. Kicks over to Weathers on the right wing. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence dribbles in as Wright tried to get the steal, knocks it out. Davis with a long three that's off, no good. Rebound down to Welch. The front court here is Wright. Wright on the drive, puts it up and in, is going to get fouled on a blocking call. Foul's going to go on Davis. Count the basket for Wright.
That's her first, team second. Back in for the Pioneers, number 13.
As Jada Bell will return, as Wright will go to the free throw line when we come back. It is 20-15 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Welch on top, back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network.
Timeout.
Here, 6:33 left to go in the second quarter. CU Harrodsburg had a 12-11 first quarter lead as Welch College has expanded out here. As Lindsey Wright to the free throw line, trying to convert the three-point play. Free throw too strong, no good, as Bell comes down with the rebound. Kicks out to Hood. Hood into front court. Jump shot, a little short. And Bell has the rebound. Looks like we're going to whistle on a foul. Foul's going to go on Whiting, her first.
Flames number 1, Whiting. That's her first, team second.
Second team foul. And pass deflected, trying to get it inbound, so they'll try it again. As Lyric Lawrence to inbounds, gets it into Kavanaugh, right baseline. Kavanaugh, jump shot, good. Defender never really came to her, and she just rose up and knocked down a 15-footer off the right baseline. It's 20-17, Welch in front. Johnstone gets around Hood, gets to the rim and scores.
Basket by Johnstone.
Johnstone now with 6 points in the game, and it's a 22-17 Welch College lead. Davis with it out front dribbling. Drives down towards the baseline, cut off. And she goes to kick it out to Bell, but she is going to be fouled by Watts. It's going to be the first foul on Watts. 13th foul here in the quarter for Welch College. As Tanaya Weathers will come back in the game for CU Harrodsburg. She'll replace Hood. Lawrence gets it into Bell, right corner, outside Davis. Davis is going to drive, lost the ball. Turnover, and Johnstone has it, kicks over to Scott. Watts, pull-up jump shot off the rim, no good, and loose on the floor. Whiting had it back, it's stolen away, and CU Harrodsburg was going to have a run out, but Davis had gone down prior to that on the baseline and being attended to. They had to blow the whistle. So clock will stop here with 5:25 to go. Here's second quarter as we'll take a break, send it back to the studio, and we'll come back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network. All right, back to action here as Tay Davis was injured on that play. She had a wrap there on her knee, and looks like she might have bothered it once earlier in the game, and ran into another player down there on the baseline, went down, and having a lot of trouble right now being able to put any weight on it as she will come out of the game. I did say a minute ago CU Harrodsburg had 7 players actually had 8. So now it looks like they are down to 7 as Davis, a starter tonight, is out of the game. for a little bit. Looks like so it's 22-17 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Weathers crosses half court. Tries to go around a screen by Kavanaugh. Dumps off to Kavanaugh, top of the key, puts down a dribble, kicks it over to Neal. Neal back out front. Jada Bell has it. Approaching 5 minutes to go here, second quarter. Kavanaugh with it, right elbow. Dribbles, drives in, cut off, put up a shot. That is no good. Rebounded by Wright. Wright into front court, gives off to Watts. Watts has it out at the circle. Bounce pass to Dawson, left elbow. Drives in, kicks to the corner. Scott for a three, no good. Long rebound, and Whiting come up with it. We get a whistle, and she is going to get called for a walk as she fell down to the floor. Contact there, no call. As ball over to the Lady Pioneers. 4:35 to go, first half, as Tania Weathers into front court. Kicks it to the right wing to Neal. Around the screen for Kavanaugh. They give it back to her on the give and go, and a beautiful play there as Kavanaugh got to the rim and scored. She has 10 first half points. Cuts the lead down to 3. Assist to Neal. Scott out front, off to Whiting. Drives down the left side of the lane, and she draws a reach-in foul there that's going to go on Weathers. As Whiting will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Clock will stop with 4:07 to go here in the first half on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Welch holding on to a 22-19 first half lead.
For the Flames will be number 1, leading shooting 2.
Apologize if I've been pronouncing her name wrong, but I've been told it's a Whiting, not Whiting. And she does hit the first free throw, has one more coming. And that one rattles in and out. Kavanaugh claims the CU rebound, 23-19. Kavanaugh into front court, cut off, gives off to Bell out front. Round to Kavanaugh. Weathers now has it. Dumps back off to Kavanaugh on the elbow. Dribbles down. Spins in the lane. Floats up a shot a little too strong. And Welch, as Scott comes down with the rebound. Scott passes down to Wright. And Wright drives. She is fouled. Contact called on the play there. Foul's going to be on Nate Neal. And to the free throw line will go Lindsay Wright, sophomore. 2 first half points. She'll get 2 free throws here with 3:37 to go first half. Wright, free throw, gets the roll to drop in for her. She had a big game last time out here, 22 points. Second free throw also good. Got 4 here this afternoon, and the lead is up to 25-19 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 3:30 to play first half. Weathers bounces over to Neal, way out front. Now Neal has it on the left side, kicks off to Haley Hood, who checked in. Hood outside the arc. Dribbles to the right-hand side, cut off. Steps back out of the baseline, pass down low is going to be deflected and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Pioneers. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. So Tasha Jana Anthony into the game as well. Neal to a long shot, no good. And it'll be a shot clock violation against CU Harrodsburg. Important here to try to stay close here. Last part of the first half. 3 minutes remaining. Welch holding on to a 6-point lead. Watts out front, goes to Wright on the left wing. Down low to Johnstone. Kicks way back out. Roaming around the perimeter. Pass deflected. Watts has it. Baseline. And Wright will launch a long 3 from way out front. No good. Rebounded by Weathers. Weathers dribbles into front court. Gives it over to Neal. Neal Gives off to Haley Hood. Hood launches the long three. No good. Rebounded by Johnstone. Long pass down inside, and Hood with a nice job of getting in the passing lane and getting the steal. Bell will pick it up. 2:10 to play. And gives off to Hood way outside. And a whistle and a timeout here for the Lady Pioneers as they want to get Kavanaugh back into the game. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so keep it right here. 2:06 to go here in the first half. 25-19 as Welch College has a 6-point first half lead, being led in scoring so far by Caroline Wheating as she has 8 points, 6 for Johnstone, 4 for Wright, and 5 for Dawson to lead Welch College. They put up 94 points when they were here a couple of weeks ago in the last matchup, winning the game 94-61. Had a big second half. So Lady Pioneers holding it closer here in the first half today. Looking for a couple of points headed down the stretch here in the final 2 minutes to get even closer. Coming out of the timeout, Hood will inbounds to Weathers. Weathers gives back to Hood on the right wing. Shot clock down to 10. Gives to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh goes to Weathers down on the cut. Turns around. Shot up short. No good. Rebounded by Welch. Johnstone has it. Guarded out front by Hood. Kicks it off to Scott. Now Dawson has it. Dawson spinning against Neal, and no one picked her up. She got all the way to the rim. Shot up no good. Ball's loose. Kavanaugh has it. Running the other way. Kavanaugh bounce pass to Weathers. Tough handle there. She did come up with it. Gives it back off to Kavanaugh as Lady Pioneers will reset. Hood with it out front. 1:15 to go. Launches the long three. Good. And the Lady Pioneers really needed that basket right there. (25-22), 1 minute to play, first half. Wheating with it, looking for the bounce pass down low, gets it to Johnstone, spins on the block and scores. Faith at Johnstone now with 10 and pushes the lead back up to 5 with 45 seconds. Kavanaugh out front. Looks around the screen, top of the key, cut off, gives off to Weathers, back to Hood. Hood outside the arc. 10 on the shot clock, 30 in the game clock. Steps back, another three. No good. Rebounded by Dawson. Dawson kicks ahead. Watts, long pass down to Johnstone. And she goes up for a shot, but fouled inside. And the foul's going to go on Hood. And that's going to be her second foul. Lawrence will come back in for CU Harrodsburg as Faith Johnstone will go to the free throw line. Her first trip today. Just 17.6 seconds left to go here, first half. Free throw stays in there. Touched a lot of part of the rim. She'll get one more. Lead back up to 6. Chance to make it 7, and she does so. 29-22, 15 seconds left as Kavanaugh will take her time walking up the floor. Down to 5. Kavanaugh out front, drives, shot up, no good. And that'll bring it in to the first half of play. Thompson service center scoreboard here at the half. It is Welch College 29 and the CU Harrodsburg Lady Pioneers 22. As we'll take a break, we'll come back with our halftime show. We'll return back in 3 minutes on your hometown radio network. Athletic Complex as it is halftime here in the opening game of the NCCAA Mideast Regional, the women's semifinal here today between Welch College and Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. And at the half, Welch holding on to a 29-22 first half lead. Our halftime is brought to you by Dr. Jennifer Nichols Dentistry in downtown Harrodsburg, as we appreciate the good folks down at Dr. Nichols Dentist office and her staff. They want to see all the stands filled for all the Campbellsville University Harrodsburg games this season. For your next dental exam, you can stop in and visit with Dr. Nichols and her office at 734-5711. It is located on North College Street in Harrodsburg next to Pioneer Pawn Shop. And I appreciate good folks at Dr. Jennifer Nichols Dentistry. Scores here at the half is Welch College 9 of 24 overall from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point range, and 8 of 10 at the free throw line. Led in scoring by Faith Johnstone with 10, 8 for Caroline Weeding, 5 for Danny Dawson, 4 for Lindsey Wright, 2 points for Caroline Watts, and Jayla Scott has played but didn't score in the first half. CU Harrodsburg 9 of 31 overall from the field, hasn't shot the ball as well as Welch, 3 of 12 from three-point range, 1 of 2 at the foul line, and led by Zariah Kavanaugh with 10. Lyric Lawrence has 8, 3 for Haley Hood, and Tasia Davis got 1 point there in the first half. So it's halftime here, 29-22, and my old buddy, Coach Dan Yates, joining me. Sir, what are you up to today?
You name it, buddy. We've been all over campus today just getting ready for this tournament, and I want to thank Jason Travis, our athletic director, for doing a fantastic job. It's a different environment for you and I. You know, we're used to the elements of heat and cold and being outdoors during the football season, but what a nice environment to be here in this beautiful, beautiful gym here on our campus at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg.
Oh, absolutely. Whitaker Family Court and inside here at the athletic complex, and great opportunity here this weekend to showcase Campbellsville University Harrodsburg, the campus, the facilities, and there's going to be a lot of obviously 3 other teams coming in, or 3 other schools, men's and women's teams. So good chance to showcase what the community of the Pioneers have done here.
You know, and not only do all of these teams that have reached it to this level have such a high level of talent, but the thing about it is, they can play. They can play, and they play against each other competitively. You know, we start out with a 7-point advantage to begin the game, and now we're down by 7 at half. So it's just exciting back and forth, and just to be able to watch our students and the students from the other schools participating play as well. And, we have just as much emphasis on our academics here, and, that's another side of the fence that I'm not used to being on. But in my 5+ years here at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg, it's been amazing to be able to encourage students, recruit students, traditional and non-traditional, into multiple undergraduate programs. Our certificate programs are just outstanding, from welding to cosmetology to HVAC, as well as all of our allied health programs. And then, of course, we have an incredible nursing program here under the leadership of Sally Davenport, formerly with the Ephraim McDowell Regional Medical Center. And it's just really exciting. Tony Patterson, I was speaking with him this morning. He's our business professor here on campus. And this is a guy that's excited just to come into the classroom and share his knowledge and talk about business trends nowadays, which affects us right to this moment in time. And so he has to stay on his toes about what's going on in the economic environment. But it's simply amazing to see how fast these students roll through here. And it's just a constant wheel of bringing young freshmen in, and before you blink an eye, they're ready to rotate out of here. Along with our very important doctoral program in chiropractic. We're the only school that offers the chiropractic school of study in the state of Kentucky or in a 450-mile radius. And Coach, we are getting students from all over the United States, and our population of those students has become more diverse as well. And we are so excited about so many elements in that program, but great leadership over there under the direction of Trevor Fershang and Dennis Short. They just do a fantastic job.
But there's just, like you say, there's so many other aspects. We're here for athletics right now, but when you encompass everything that the campus has to offer, all the different programs, whether it go from nursing to welding to HVAC to cosmetology, chiropractic. I mean, you got everything. I mean, so if a student is looking for different options, I mean, you're going to find them now at the Campbellsville University Harrodsburg, and it's great to have those more options, because now you get more students that are interested in the variables and different things. Our
academic advisor, Dr. Stephen Wilson, he is so proud of one of our graduates that was also a basketball player here when we first started. His name is Shadarno Clark, and unfortunately he was too busy to get here due to his work schedule, but we asked him to please come speak at our Black History Month luncheon, because not only was he a great athlete, he was a great student, and his leadership qualities. He's a father of two. He's a husband. He's wearing all the hats, and he is just what you would love to have come through here and be a graduate of our program here at Campbellsville University. He majored in sports management, and included in that major are elements of hospitality. And he is the manager of a large hotel now, as a matter of fact. So he's climbing that change. He's very successful. Worked 2 jobs along with being a student athlete here. And you'll find that some of these students do the very same thing. They perform at a high level in the classroom, on the court, and in the community and the business sector as well.
But, it's just, I was bragging to Mr. Travis a couple of weeks ago, because Austin had came down to the radio show and had brought a couple players with him. They'd been over at the Rock helping to referee some games.
Yes.
And just getting out in the community, helping out, and they talked like they had a big time. You and I were down there last Saturday, and Colton Ralston was there, and he had been over at the Rock with Austin that morning helping. And I think it's great that Harrodsburg, Mercer County, people see the students out doing stuff like that, giving back. And I made mention to make sure to tell Mr. Travis, the kids, I say kids, but players, students, very respectful. You interview them on the air, on the radio, it's yes sir, this type of stuff. And that's just, it goes to the quality of the young men and the young women, and also to the leaders of the coaches that are helping to mold them.
Well, Coach Sparrow, he does an unbelievable job. And, if you could just take 4 months and put a video together of that. They had tragedy in the very beginning. They were involved in a car accident, and unfortunately, Coach Sparrow wound up with the worst injuries. But I talked to him earlier. He'd just been to another physical therapy treatment, and today he said, he can tell there is a light at the end of the tunnel now. He can see his way out of it, but he's going through what a lot of players go with knee injuries and different injuries that they might sustain throughout the year. But, when you talk about community involvement, he does that on such a quiet scale. I mean, he's doing so many other things than anybody ever thinks of other than what he does within this gymnasium. And it's great leadership is what it is. And, we're blessed with not only Jason Travis, but Mr. Tom Brown from our neighboring Boyle County, who has been at every level of education you can become. But Tom does a great job leading this entire group of athletes and group of students here on our campus at CU Harrodsburg.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Coach, you have received something there yourself.
No, it's not mine, but it's been a long time coming, and I really appreciate it, Mr.
Your son was on our golf team here, and I see his second team All-American award from the NCCAA. Connor True.
Yeah, that's pretty special. It got lost in the mail, I think, back during the COVID time frame when everything was happening, and
right.
And so Connor had asked about it, and I'd forgot about it, and we'd kind of worked on. Coach Kehoe had been trying to find something about it, and he wasn't able to do anything. And Mr. Travis, I reached out to him, and he went out of his way and made it happen. So
nice.
That's going to make Connor pretty happy. So good deal.
Amen.
All right. Hey, I got to take a break and send it back to Mr. Jason, our old buddy. Jason sitting back in the studio. And Jason, we'll send it back to you, and let's come back in 2 minutes on our hometown radio network. Started here, second half action. Welch College opens with the basketball. Johnstone has it right elbow. Looking backdoor cut, gives to Wheating, and she couldn't get the shot off, gives it off to Wright. Her shot's put up and blocked in there by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh comes down with a rebound, dribbles into front court, bounces to Lawrence. Her shot up no good. Weathers comes down with it, puts it up and in. Tanaya Weathers with her first 2 points. And it's 29-24 as we open the third quarter. Welch College with a 5-point lead. Wright dumps down low to Johnstone. Kicks out. Wheating for a three. No good. Lawrence had it and is able to run it down. Kicks ahead to Bell. Jada Bell into front court. She gives it over to Wheating. Haley Hood for a long three. No good. Long rebound is down, and Watts comes up with it. Watts kicks ahead, gives it to Wright. Wright in the lane, and we get a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be called on Hood. And they're going to count that basket. I didn't know about that. It looked like she might have got that foul on the floor. Fouls on Haley Hood, her third, and Lindsay Wright to the free throw line for the and one. 6 points here in the game this afternoon. And Wright makes it 7 as she converts the three-point play. Pushes the lead up to 8. 32-24, biggest lead of the game for Welch. Bell out front, off to Hood, launches a three, no good, off the left side, and it'll bounce out of bounds, untouched. Welch College will get the ball, leading by 8 with 8:45 to play third quarter. Watts will dribble up. Lady Pioneers playing man-to-man defense here second half. Johnstone, right elbow. Dribbles, kicks out to Scott, who comes and meets the pass at the top of the key. Wheating puts down, drives, gets all the way to the rim. Shot up no good. Bell gets the CU Harrodsburg rebound, and her pass is stolen away. Watts running down, kicks out right for a three. Good off the right wing. Lindsay Wright with 6 quick points here in the third quarter, and that pushes the lead to double digits at 11. Good, back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh looking for the screen. Dribbling against Johnstone, has to kick it outside to Jada Bell. He'll hand off to Weathers. Weathers cut off over to Hood. Hood, step back, 3 is partially blocked, and Weeding runs it down. Kicks to a wide open right once again out of that corner. No good. Long rebound down to Johnstone in the left corner. She kicks out to Scott. Now Johnstone will drive, got by everybody down the lane, and a whistle and a foul. Foul goes on Weathers, her second.
Team second.
And it will be 2 free throws for Faith Johnstone. First one gets a friendly roll. First points of the second half for Johnstone as she led Welch with 10 there in the first half. Second free throw in and out. Rebound loose. Weathers comes up with it. 36-24, 12-point Welch College lead. Kavanaugh for a 3. Good. 13 in the game for Zariah Kavanaugh, and cuts the lead back down to 9. Johnstone has it. 7 minutes as Weeding with an easy drive on the baseline, got around the defender and all the way to the rim to score. 10 points now for Weeding. 38-27, 6:50 to play, third quarter. Hood out front. It's off to Kavanaugh. Now around to Withers. Left wing. Jada Bell comes and gets it. Tries to give it to Kavanaugh. Does so. Her shot's up and partially blocked. Watts pump fake. Drives into the lane and tries to kick it down to right. But the pass was just a little low and hard. Out of bounds. That's just the first turnover here in the third quarter for the Lady Flames. They lead it 38-27 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 6:15 to play here, third quarter, as Kavanaugh dribbles it up. Double screen top of the key, and she is going to dish it off to Bell. Bell around to Hood, way out front. Hood wants the screen, gets it. Gets the angle, shot off, no good. Long rebound, chased down by Weeding. Hood is 0 for 3 on threes here in the third quarter. Ball loose on the floor. Wright has it. Wright drives, gets inside, and scores easily. Nobody picked her up. And we're going to get a whistle and a timeout for the Lady Pioneers. 5:41 to play, third quarter. It is Welch 40, Campbellsville University Harrodsburg 27. Back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network. 5:40 to play third quarter. Hood with a outside, gives off to Anthony. Round to Kavanaugh, right wing. Kavanaugh puts down a dribble, gets in the lane, kicks it over to Bell. Bell drives in, bounce pass over to Anthony. She gives it off to Weathers. Outside Bell. Anthony's going to shoot the three. Good! Off the right wing. Toss Johnny Anthony. And lead back down to 10. Dawson has it. Kicks to Weeding, right corner, outside right. Round to the arc. Watts kicks back outside Weeding. Pump fake, looks to drive, loses her shoe, and the ball is loose, stolen away. Actually, it was Weathers who lost the shoe. Kavanaugh, pull-up jump shot, no good. Goes and gets her own rebound, and the shot is blocked. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Pioneers.
Jump ball possession, Pioneers.
Jada Bell will inbounds for the Lady Pioneers. Kicks it outside to Weathers. 17 on the shot clock. Weathers drives in, almost stumbled and walked. Kicks it over to Kavanaugh for a jumper that's off, no good. Rebounded by Dawson, gives off to Scott. Kicks ahead to Watts. Cross court to right. A three-pointer, no good. Bell gets the backside rebound. Dribbles into front court all by herself. Hands it off to Kavanaugh. Clock approaching 4 minutes left here, third quarter. Kavanaugh back to Bell. Bell pull up for the three. Long, no good. Rebounded by Wright. Just the first shot attempt here in the second half by Bell. Watts drives in, tries to dump it over to Wright, and it's stolen away. Weathers got her hand on it, and she will have it at half court. Gives over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh drives, cut off, back to Bell. Bell drives, pulls up for a jumper off the baseline, little strong, no good, loose on the floor, and Weathers with a nice job to come up with it. Gives over to Hood, her three is no good. Rebounded by Dawson. Long pass down to Wright, saves it into Weeding. Weeding turns, goes up for a shot, and is fouled. CU Harrodsburg foul is on Kavanaugh, her first. And that will be the team's third here in the quarter. To the free throw line will be Weeding with 3:18 to play here in the third. 40-30 is the Welch College lead. First free throw is in and out. No good. So Weeding had 36 points in the first, or the last matchup of the two here a couple of weeks ago. She does get that one to roll in, as she now has 11 here today. And it's 41-30. Welch College, 11-point lead. Weathers goes over to Bell on the right wing. Around the screen out front, pull up, jump shot, top of the key, good. Jada Bell gets her first basket of the day. Lead down to 9. Underneath 3 minutes to go. Dawson for three, good. Every time the Lady Pioneers get back within striking distance, Welch answers with a three. Kavanaugh drives, cut off, spin, shot, short. Rebound on the floor. Johnstone comes up with it. Kicks ahead to Watts. Watts bounce pass over to Weeding, and she lays it up and in.
Basket by Weeding.
And CU Harrodsburg has hit a wall here as they have been run out of gas just about. They've had one player out injured. Another one on the bench is hurt right now. Weathers dribbling with it out front. Shot clock down to 15 seconds. Drives in, cut off, kicks out to Bell. Bell launches a long three, no good. And Dawson claims the rebound. Weathers gets the steal, gives to Bell, goes driving in, loses it, and Dawson comes back up with it. Waiting for a three out of the left corner. No good. And rebound loose on the floor. Kavanaugh comes up with it. Kavanaugh dribbles behind her back. She's going 1-on-5 and is fouled. As foul's going to go on Caroline Watts, her second. We're going to get a timeout on the floor due to this player injury that is on the CU Harrodsburg bench. 1:22 here to play in the third quarter. It is Welch College 46, Campbellsville University Harrodsburg 32. Jason, we'll have to take a break and send it back to you at the studio, and I'll let you know when we can come back to action. You're listening to the NCCAA Mideast Regionals here on your hometown radio network, and we'll send it back to the studio. All right, welcome back. Come back to action. Here's Ryan Kavanaugh. Misses the free throw. Has one more after being fouled on that drive to the basket, and that one's off as well. Bounces deep into the corner. Ran down by Weeding. Johnstone. Right side to Dawson. Dumps it down to Wright. Cross-court pass. Welch College now as CU Harrodsburg's gone to a 2-3 zone. Good ball movement. Get it inside to Weeding, and she gets two more. 48-32 as we go underneath a minute to go here. Third quarter on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Kavanaugh back outside now. Haley Hood with the ball. Bell, left wing. Kicks outside to Kavanaugh. Gets it back to Bell. Top of the key. Drives into lane. Kicks it over to Anthony. Anthony with a pump fake. Drives out to Weathers. And Weathers unable to get the shot off. And the 30-second clock goes off. Turnover for the Lady Pioneers. 29 seconds to go as we'll finish out the third quarter. Johnstone left side to Weeding. Now out front to Scott. Wright comes, gets it top of the key. Weeding down to 10 seconds. As still bouncing outside. Wright round to Johnstone. Kicks it cross court to Weeding. Gets the shot off right before the buzzer, but it's no good. And that'll bring it in to our third quarter of play here in the girls' semifinals at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. And the end of three, it is Welch College holding on to the 48-32 third quarter lead. We'll come back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network. All right, as we get ready to start the fourth and final quarter, as Lady Pioneers will have the basketball, trailing by 16. Kavanaugh kicks over to Bell, bounces out on the right wing, dribbles to the corner, and ball tacked and knocked out of bounds. It will be staying with the Lady Pioneers. Haley Hood to inbounds, kicks it into Kavanaugh, right side, is going to launch the three, no good. Rebound, tapped, and Dawson comes up with it. Johnstone gets it into front court. Goes to inside, ball loose on the floor, and Weathers gets down there, digs it out, running the floor, 1-on-2, takes it all the way down. Shot no good, and loose on the floor. Weeding comes up with it. Weeding bounce pass to Johnstone, who lays it up and in and draws a foul. As nice job there by Welch College running the floor, and Weeding with the assist gets it to Faith Johnstone for the two-pointer. And she has 13 now in the game. We'll go to the free throw line for one. Free throw good for Johnstone. She'll get a break. Watts will come in to replace her. 51-32 as the Lady Pioneers had cut it down to 9, and then it went back to 10, and it was 40-30. And they're on 11. Welch is on 11-2 run here at the end of the third, starting the fourth quarter. Weathers with it, right wing. Kicks to Anthony down in the corner and bounces back out front to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh looking for the screen. Dribbles around, gets inside, cuts out to Bell. Bell shoots a three that's off, no good. Anthony comes down with the rebound, gives it over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh spins, puts it up, short, no good, and rebounded by Scott. And all alone at the other end for a layup is Weeding. 2 more for Weeding, and it is now 53-32 with 8.5 to play in the game. Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Lady Pioneers with the basketball. Hood goes around the screen. Cut off, kicks out to Bell. Bell, step back, 3 on the way, short, and rebounded by Weeding. Weeding kicks it over to Scott, running the floor on the left side, kicks it to Watts. Watts drives, penetrates out. Scott will shoot a 3. Good from out front. Kayla Scott with her first points of the afternoon. Lead up to 24 now as it's 56-32. Lady Pioneers have kind of run out of gas. Kavanaugh's 3 is off the mark. 2 players out injured here in the afternoon session as Davis went out. Nate Neal has been out and not come back. And then Lyric Lawrence was injured on that play prior to our stoppage, and she is out. So just 5 Pioneers available right now. 3 on the way, no good by Watts. Kavanaugh claims the rebound. Kicks it over. Tasha Jonna Anthony to Haley Hood. Hood drives in, cut off, free throw line. Ball loose on the floor, and it is loose, still loose. Weeding comes up with it, gives it over to Scott. Scott driving the floor, goes off to Watts, and Watts puts it up and in.
Basket by Watts.
58-32 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. As CU Harrodsburg will get a timeout here on the floor with 6:41 to play here in the game. As take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll send it back to the studio and return back here on your hometown radio network. In the contest as it was the Lady Pioneers on top today, 12-11 at the end of the first quarter. They trailed 29-22 at the half. And then CU Harrodsburg kind of ran into some troubles in the third quarter as Welch expanded it out to a 48-32 lead. Bell with it. Pull up jump shot. Jada Bell short. No good. Rebounded by Weeding. Weeding into front court all alone out front. Kicks it over to Watts. Now Wright down in the right baseline. Her pass is deflected. And Hood falls down. Pass over to Weeding. Weeding shot. Put up and in.
Basket by Weeding.
Assist to Lindsay Wright on that pass. And pass down low. Weathers gets the shot to go on a nice move with their left hand. Draws a foul. Basket will count, and the whistle and the foul is called on 24, Lindsay Wright. Her first. Basket for Weathers gives her 4 points, and she'll go a chance 3-point play. And Weathers free throw, no good. Rebounded by Johnstone. 60-34 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 5:45 left to play here in the game. First, the semifinal for the women's NCCAA Mid-East region. Kicks it out. Wheating for three. Got it. Really good shooter. She is now up to 22 on the afternoon after being held scoreless at the first part of the game. Haley Hood gets to the rim and scores. 5 for Hood here today. 63-36. Kicks it over to Wheating. Back to Watts out front. Lady Pioneers staying in their 2-3 zone. Here's Wheating on the right baseline. Kicks it out front to Watts, top of the key. Shot clock inside 10. Dawson around to Watts. Right, three out of the corner, no good. Ball tapped on the board. Dawson stays with it, maintains it, and tries to pass it outside, but it is knocked out of bounds. Stay with the Lady Flames as Jalea Scott comes back in for the Lady Flames. She kicks it into Watts. Out front to Wheating. Shot clock down to 10. Wheating, another one. Left wing three is good. Back to back from almost the same spot. And she is adding the points up now. Finished with 36 here the last time. Kavanaugh kicks it over to Bell. Back around to Weathers out front. Weathers drives, pull up jump shot, off, no good. And the ball caroms and goes out of bounds over to Welch. As Antasia Davis will come back into the lineup after going out earlier with a knee injury, as she will replace Kavanaugh. Watts walks it up, 4:10 to play. 30-point Welch College lead. Wheating has it. Bounce pass to Johnstone, and it's stolen. Weathers comes up with it. Front court gives off to Hood. Hood tries to pass it down to Bell, and it's knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Lady Pioneers on the baseline with 3:56 left on the clock. Bell has to kick out front to Hood. Hood, step back, jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Dawson. Here's Watts on the right wing. Bounce front outside to Dawson. Back to Wheating. Scott dumps it down to Dawson, gives it to Johnstone on a nice cut. And Johnstone puts it up and in for a Whitaker bank shot. 16 in the game for Faith Johnstone, and it's 68-36. 3:20 to go. Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Weathers out front. Around the screen, gives it off to Anthony. Anthony shot up, no good. Rebounded down in the corner by Johnstone. 3 minutes left to go now here in the game as Welch has expanded her lead out. Johnstone kicks out, waiting for another long three, and she has hit 3 in a row. Now up to 28 points on the afternoon. 2:40 to play. Bell deep in the right corner. Out front to Weathers. Weathers will go back to Bell. Pass down low to Davis on the block. Davis spins, turns. Her shot is blocked by Dawson. Scott has it. Gives off Dawson. Way outside to Johnstone. And we're going to whistle in a quick timeout for Welch College as we'll keep it here with 2:13 to play here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 30-second timeout called by the Welch College Lady Flames. They lead at 71-36 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. As it was 40-30 when the Lady Pioneers had cut it down to 8 at 9. And then it got pushed up to 10 after a made free throw. And from there on, it is a 31-6 run for Welch College here over the start of the third quarter on, basically. So 2:13 left to go as we come back to action here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Winner advances on to Saturday's regional final against Simmons College. See Harrodsburg 2-3 zone as Lindsey Wright has it out front. Now Scott down on the baseline, kicks it out. Wright gets it inside to Dawson, turns and scores right in front of the rim. Dawson now in double figures with 10. 73-36. Kavanaugh pull-up jump shot, free throw line, no good. Rebound down to Johnstone. As she will kick it over to Carolyn Watts. Outside Scott. Right on the cut, gives off to Dawson, who shoots a three that's short, and Watts claims the rebound. As they will reset and use more of the shot clock as we're down to 1:18 left to play. 10 on the shot clock. Gives it to Johnstone. Give and go, and she puts it up and in. Nice pass from Dawson for the assist. 75-36. Approaching 1 minute left to play here in the game. Davis with it. Out to Weathers. Around to Haley Hood on the left wing. Takes outside. Weathers, shot clock down to 9. Gives it off to Davis. Back over to Weathers, down to 4. Weathers drives in the lane, gets to the rim, lays it up off the rim. It actually hit the backboard, didn't hit the rim. And that is a shot clock violation. 38.7 seconds left as pass will come in to Watts, and she will walk it up the floor. Welch College will advance to the championship game tomorrow here with this victory. Dawson has it, gives it the left side to Wright. Pass down to Dawson, back out front. Scott down to Wright on the baseline, and the ball is taken away. Kavanaugh comes up with it. 10 seconds. Driving into the lane. Shot up, no good. And she will be fouled by Dawson. So Ryan Kavanaugh will get to go to the free throw line one last time here in her CU Harrodsburg College career as being a senior. Get her final attempts up. First one is good. One more free throw coming here with a chance to add to her point total, and she hits 2 of 2. 15 points on the day for Kavanaugh, and inside of 5 seconds, Welch College will dribble it on out. And that'll bring it in to our game here today. First semifinal for the ladies. And final score will be Welch College with the victory 75-38 as they will advance to tomorrow's final, where they will take on Simmons College at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Jason, I'll send it back to you and take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back with our post-game wrap-up report here on your hometown radio network. And welcome back here to our post-game wrap-up report here at Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. The ladies' semifinal game is in the books. The winner gets to advance on to tomorrow afternoon's final against Simmons College, and Welch College gets the victory here today as they defeat the Campbellsville University Lady Pioneers. Our post-game wrap-up report is brought to you by Big Deal's online store. It's now open. You can save money on gift certificates to local businesses and check out the discounts at our website, hometownlive.net, at the Big Deal's online store. And a recap of the scoring is for the winning team here today. The Welch College Lady Flames led in scoring today by Carolyn Weeding. She finished with 28 points. Faith Johnstone had 18. 12 points for Lindsay Wright, 10 for Danny Dawson, 4 points for Carolyn Watts, and 3 points for Jalea Scott. As Welch College trailed CU Harrodsburg at the end of the first quarter 12-11 and had a 29-22 halftime lead, but they really expanded it out in the fourth quarter as they outscored the Lady Pioneers 46-16 in the second half, to get the victory here today. Lady Pioneers led this afternoon in scoring. Senior Zariah Kavanaugh, as she played her last game here today at the Campbellsville University Harrodsburg Athletic Complex as a senior, finished with 15 points to lead the Lady Pioneers. 8 for Lyric Lawrence, who went out with an injury, and thoughts and prayers hopefully that she will be okay. 5 points for Haley Hood, 4 points for Tanaya Weathers, 3 for Latasha Jana Anthony, 2 points for Jada Bell, and 1 point for Antasia Davis, as Naneal played but didn't get in the scoring column here this afternoon. So the Lady Pioneers season will come to an end here in the NCCAA Mid-East Regional as they will fall to Welch College by his final score of 75-38. All right, and Mr. Dan has got me somebody really important here.
Hello. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Miss Courtney Murray Carter.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And he told me that you was a person I needed to talk to. You're in the sports management program.
I am a faculty member here at Campbellsville University. I teach primarily in sport management. Anywhere from policy and governance, ethics, sport tourism. It's a great program. We've got about 27 sport management majors here, just in Harrodsburg. 100 at Campbellsville overall. Okay.
So how prerequisite courses do they? How many? They got obviously the general ed, I understand, but then sports management.
Yeah, the major is about 33 hours, which is about 11 classes, and then there's certain tracks. So if you are a student is interested more in athletic administration, they can kind of go that track. If they're interested in marketing and media, they can go that track. There'd be courses, elective courses specifically tailored to their career interests.
So is it, how many years have you been doing it here at CU now?
I have been a faculty member since 2020.
Okay.
I've been at CU since 2017. I started actually in student success and advising. And then I started teaching at Eastern Kentucky University right after I graduated graduate school.
Gotcha.
Just as adjunct for about 6 years. So I've been at CU for about 7.
So what do you like the best about Campbellsville University Harrodsburg?
I love the small class sizes. It really allows me to get to know students in more personal ways. Just building rapport and kind of co-creating a learning space.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I can, I was talking with Dan. Dan and I do high school football together throughout the season.
Okay.
And, we were talking earlier, but I've had a chance to meet some of the young men and women as they've come up here after the game. And I don't know if any of them are in the sports management program, but just been very impressed just with their how they carry themselves.
Good.
Whether it's, being interviewed here, we do a coach's show on Saturday morning down at the old bus station restaurant.
Yeah.
And just very polite, very respectful young men and women.
That's great. That's great to hear. I'm glad. That makes me a proud teacher.
Yeah, absolutely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
So what's it like as a sports management person getting the degree, and what do they look forward to then in terms of business life?
Wow. Well, there are so many jobs in the area, and obviously, the area of sports, college sports specifically, is changing. The landscape has changed completely, as you know, in the last really 5 years with the transfer portal, NIL, and now the house settlement with revenue sharing for athletes. So there's going to be roster caps. So that just makes, I think, the classroom more dynamic because it's evolving so quickly. The business of sport is evolving so quickly, as well as, policies and laws as well. So, honestly, it's really the sky's the limit. I tell students, if you're good at sales, you can get a job in sports. Sports sponsorships, ticketing. We have a graduate who's doing an internship with the Cincinnati Cyclones, the minor league hockey team. It's wide open for students that are interested in the business of sport.
And I can see that, like you're talking about, especially with obviously the thing that's on most everyone's mind that they hear and see all over the news and TV is the NIL. And when you look at, I guess, some of the larger Division I schools that are probably employing people now just to handle that, that they used to probably didn't have to do 2 to 3 years ago. Absolutely.
Compliance staffing, I mean, that's just incredible. Yeah. And even student development staff, on the academic and student development side, those departments within athletic units have grown exponentially in the last 20 years. It's changing everything. They've got anything from personal finance and budgeting to what does this mean for your taxes, with this kind of NIL money. And now with them going to be contracted employees, that's going to change everything as well. Yeah,
when you say taxes, I guess I never really thought about that in the past. They weren't getting any money, but now that they are, then, some other people want to get a share of that money. Right. And even
just contract negotiation, you're talking about 18-year-olds that need somebody to help them go over an employment contract. Yeah. So it's a great field if you're interested in the business.
It's very interesting. I love sports and got involved in it, and my kids are involved in it, and it's been just a great thing that I enjoy doing as well. Yeah. But then there's so many other avenues and branches, whether you coach or whether you now getting into the being the agent maybe, or a manager. You see so many of these. I'll just throw out professional golfers. The entourage that goes with Rory McIlroy or somebody of that nature that has people that takes care of his bookings of different events that he's going to, and or travel arrangements, and or finances, and setting up all the other things that he does just outside of golf, whether it's in building a golf course or investing in a different business of some sort. Absolutely. It's crazy when you think of all this stuff.
Well, and even just the live events and the media rights that are associated with those. Event management is such a key aspect of the business because, you've got to evaluate risk and all the logistics, and there are so many jobs in that. Last spring, I took a group of about 13 students to the NFL draft in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
And they worked for the NFL Teammates program, so they were paid employees for the NFL. There was a couple of them that worked the activation, so the Vince Lombardi Trophy. There's a whole draft experience, downtown, all cut off, and just the scale of an event like that. It was one of the highest attended drafts, I think, in the history of the NFL draft. So it's an amazing thing to see and
bet.
kind of see behind the scenes, the staffing, the logistics that it takes to pull off an event like that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that would probably been a good experience to have seen. I bet they were very impressed with all.
Yeah. There was even just like locker room, AFC and NFC draft sets of locker rooms, and yeah, it was really cool to be there live.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming
Yeah, you're
by.
welcome. Thanks for having me.
Stopping in and visiting with us and talking about the sports management program here at CU Harrodsburg. And, it sounds like definitely a thing that a lot of kids and young adults should check out.
Yeah, they should. They should. Thank you.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Very
Thanks.
nice to meet you.
You too. You too.
All right, Mr. Jason, I think that'll wrap it up for us here this afternoon as the Welch College Lady Flames get the victory over CU Harrodsburg. Final score 75-38. As you've been listening to Campbellsville University basketball, Campbellsville University Harrodsburg basketball here on your hometown radio network. Appreciate all of our sponsors for helping us out throughout the season of the Lady Pioneers games. We will have the men playing tonight at 7 o'clock. The other semifinal game will tip off at 5 o'clock today between Simmons College and Welch College, and then CU Harrodsburg will play Boyce College tonight at 7 p.m. as the finals will be tomorrow at noon for the women, and the two winners from the men's semifinals tonight will meet tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the men's chance to go to the NCCAA National Tournament in Minnesota coming up in March. So that'll wrap it up for us here today. Big thanks to Mr. Jason back on studio controls, our general manager Robert Wagner, and all the good folks back at the Hometown Radio Network, as that will wrap it up here today. Everyone have a great afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, now for the first team, all region, Naria Reed from Simmons. Jada Bell, Hamiltonville. Asia Cochran, Simmons. Carrie Lynn Weeding, Welch. And Morgan DeFore, Simmons. And player of the year, Morgan DeFore, Simmons. We do have a couple other awards that we give out. So newcomer of the year, Lindsay Wright, Welch. And freshman of the year, Asia Cochran, Simmons.
We have one more award for the women's basketball coach of the year this year goes to Kate Ryan from Welch. All right, on the men's side, we're going to start with the Legacy Award. Philip Richards from Simmons. Stephen Spaulding from Simmons. Jacob McDonald from Welch. James Hall from Welch. Daniel Smith from Boyce. Trevor Dart from Boyce. Warner Bryan from Harrodsburg. Elijah Fry from Harrodsburg. Jeremiah Williamson from Harrodsburg. Ethan Bailey from Harrodsburg. Sebastian Dixon from Harrodsburg. And one more, Nakia Joyce, also from Harrodsburg. These are our Legacy Award winners. We get it? All right. For honorable mention, from Boyce College, Daniel Smith. From Simmons, Philip Richards. Also from Simmons, Jonathan Johnson. From Harrodsburg, Nakia Joyce. And from Harrodsburg, Landon Elmore. Second team all region from Welch, Tony Gaines. Also from Welch, James Hall. From Boyce College, Andrew Thomas. From Also from Harrodsburg, Warner Bryan. All right, congratulations. First team all region from Harrodsburg, Evan Frederick. From Simmons College, Gavin Windrow. From Boyce College, Josh Singali. Also from Boyce College, Trevor Nart. And from Welch College, Draven Smith. This year we also had co-players of the year from Welch, Draven Smith, and Boyce, Trevor Nart. All right, congratulations, fellas. On the men's side, we also have a newcomer of the year award. It goes to Boyce College's Josh Singali. And our freshman of the year from Boyce College, Andrew Thomas. And our coach of the year for the men's side, Austin Sparrow from Harrodsburg. All right, I want to congratulate everyone for a great season. Let's pray and thank the Lord for this blessing He's given us. Lord, thank you for the opportunity to play basketball for these student athletes, Lord, for the work that they put in, how hard they've competed this year. Lord, we're thankful for the talent you've given them, for each one that's won an award, for those that haven't, Lord, they all compete and work each day. We're thankful for that. We pray that